Tengkel. I'm Feby Trivena.
I'm Nadila Sasalino.
My name is Jared Rose.
I'm Nikita Moren Silungan.
Okay, let's go.
Introduction of English as a lingua franca. The term English as a lingua franca or ELF describes the use of English as a second language for speaker or different native language. A lingua franca is the chosen second language spoken between individuals with different first language. Lingua franca are sometimes referred to as common language or lingua language. Lingua franca are usually pre-existing languages with a colonial history, such as English or French, which are learned by non-native speakers as a foreign language and then used as a way to communicate with other non-native speakers. Compared to other language varieties such as regional dialect, lingua franca are used much further afield from their country of origin. For example, English is used as a lingua franca across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Lingua franca are typically considered functional language, used a tool for communication, meaning they are usually independent or of linguistic history and culture. However, the extent to which English is used as a lingua franca means this isn't entirely true anymore.
The history of English as an international lingua franca is complex and fascinating story. The first one we have colonial expansion. English began its journey as an international language during the British Empire colonial expansion, which spanned from the 16th to the 20th century. English was spread to regions such as North America, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific through colonization. And the next one is Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th century further boosted in the influence of English as Britain became a global economic powerhouse. English was used as a means of communication in international trade and industry. And the next one is American influence. The rise of United States as a superpower in the 20th century also contributed significantly to the spirit of English. American culture, technology, and media played a vital role promoting English as a global language. And the next one is World Wars. The two World Wars, especially World War II, had a profound impact on the international status of English. The presence of American soldiers and diplomats in various parts of the world further solidified English as a lingua franca. The next one is post-war globalization. The post-World War II era saw the rapid globalization of business, diplomacy, and culture. English became the dominant language in international organizations like the United Nations, NATO, and the World Bank. The next one is technology and media. The advent of internet and digital communication in the late 20th century accelerated the spread of English. English language content the internet in the form of websites, social media, and online media became easily accessible worldwide. The next one is economic and educational opportunity. English proficiency became a key factor in accessing economic opportunities and higher education, leading to its widespread adoption as second language in many countries. And the last one is cultural influence. English language, movies, music, literature, and popular culture have had a significant impact on the societies around the world, further commenting English's role as a global lingua franca. So today, English is considered the most widely spoken second language in the world and used for international business, diplomacy, science, fiction, and more. It continues to evolve and adapt to the changing demands of globalized world.
The purpose of a language friends. 1. This learn easier when on holiday abroad. 2. To have a broader understanding and insight by speaking English. 3. Understand new technology more easily. 4. Open opportunity to get a good job. 5. Mastering English can deepen our skills and make it easier for us to communicate with people abroad. English is a language commonly used in the world of international education. By learning English, you will adapt more easily when studying in a foreign country, whether in undergraduate, postgraduate study, or student exchange program. Personal communication skills. One of the goals of learning English is to help improve cognitive skills such as concentration, memory, and problem solving. So you have professional skills in communication if you have mastered English. Apart from that, English is often used in various everyday situations in certain environments. The aim of learning English can help you develop your speaking skill, make presentations, and communicate fluently in various situations. Serving your listening and reading skills. One of the goals of learning English is to help improve your listening skills in understanding different languages from various countries. Even if you have mastered it, you can read and understand reading in English from various sources such as books, articles, and business and documents.
Benefit of lingua franca divide into two parts. And the first, the primary benefit is that they allow trade between people of different language to occur more easily. And the second, cultural and political excellence. So speaking a lingua franca can give prestige to the speaker. For the example, it enables education or better job.
Even though English as lingua franca has its own set of benefits, there are also some criticisms regarding the topic. The first one I'd like to mention is language imperialism, which refers to the dominance or imposition of one language and its cultural influence over others, often driven by political, economic, or social power dynamics. This phenomenon can result from colonization, globalization, or the spread of a dominant culture's language, leading to the marginalization or even extinction of native languages. Language imperialism can have far-reaching consequences, affecting cultural diversity, identity, and communication on a global scale, as it influences which languages are privileged and which are marginalized in various contexts. The second one is cultural homogenization, or the process by which diverse cultural practices, beliefs, and traditions become more similar or uniform, often due to the influence of globalization, mass media, and transnational corporations. This phenomenon can lead to the loss of unique cultural identities and tradition as they assimilate into a global standardized culture. Cultural homogenization can result in a world where cultural diversity diminishes and a few dominant cultures and practices tend to prevail, potentially eroding the richness of human heritage and local customs. My third example is inequality, which refers to the unequal distribution of linguistic resources, opportunities, and privileges among individuals or groups within a society. It can manifest in various ways, such as limited access to education in one's native language, discrimination based on language, or the dominance of a particular language in political, economic, or social spheres. Language inequality can perpetuate social and economic disparities, as those who speak dominant languages often have advantages in education, employment, and social mobility, while speakers of marginalized languages face barriers and limited opportunities. Addressing language inequality is essential for promoting social justice and inclusivity. My fourth example is language complexity, which deals with the intricate and multifaceted nature of human languages. It encompasses various elements including grammar, vocabulary, syntax, phonology, and semantics. Complex languages have rich systems for conveying meaning, often through nuanced grammar rules and extensive vocabularies. They can also involve intricate sentence structures and word combinations. Language complexity varies widely across different languages, with some being relatively simple and others highly intricate. Studying language complexity is crucial for linguists and helps us understand the remarkable diversity and adaptability human communication system. After that, we have spread of Western cultures through language, often associated with globalization and media dominance that has sometimes led to limited cultural diversity in certain contexts. This phenomenon occurs when Western languages and cultural elements become more prevalent, potentially overshadowing and homogenizing local cultures. As Western cultures and languages gain prominence, there is a risk of traditional practices, language, and customs being marginalized or even lost. While this process can facilitate cross-cultural understanding, it also raises concern about cultural homogenization and the preservation of diverse cultural identities in an increasingly interconnected world. And my last example is native versus non-native bias. This is a phenomenon where the speakers of a language often perceive native speakers of that language